a lot of fight left in MrBitter. MrBitter, being from the American South, I don't know what state he's from, but he told me he's from the South, and he certainly fights very well. Here he comes out with 2 Archons, and he's going to start popping my Lurkers here. My badly damaged Lurkers. Unfortunately for Vilda, she's not engaging. She needs to use her Zerglings. My Lurker running away there, and looks like she actually manages to engage. So now MrBitter in a lot of trouble here, but I only have 1 Lurker left. He's managed to diminish my Lurker count significantly, and unfortunately for me, I am just not expanding. Vilda now expanding at the 9 o'clock position, interesting enough. Oh yeah, this was her first time playing the map, so she didn't realize she had an expansion over there. But yeah, anyway, I managed to actually sneak Lurker through into MrBitter's base, and I'm going to try to take down as many probes as possible while this Lurker's in there. Wow, Lurker already has 6 kills, but unfortunately the Observer's here, and I'm not microing my Lurker very well. Lurker gets 7 probes though. Oh, a couple more at the end. Wow. And MrBitter's economy has been crippled by that 1 Lurker sneak. Actually, was 17 probes combined from her Mulus Karask and my Lurker attack, but MrBitter is like a Protoss nada, refusing to give up and refusing to GG. He's managed to pick off a number of Mulisks with his cannons, I think perhaps with an Archon or 2. I'm trying to build more Lurkers here at the front, getting more Hydralisks and more Lurkers inside my base. I really would have done better getting another hatchery. Vilda has put up her next hatchery. Now she's keeping her mineral count down, building some Mulisks now and flying them out. And Vilda, I know you'll be watching this, so I'm sorry I've decided to cast you, but I hope you do enjoy my representation of your play, and I'll probably see you later on tonight in the channels. But anyway, MrBitter pushing out with 2 Archons and an Observer. Now, Archons are actually quite good against Lurkers. I'm just trying to just push him back and try to prevent him from getting into my base as much as I can. Looks like he's forced to rebuild his probes slowly. He does have a lot of High Templar out, and I think his goal is to try to divide us because for some reason we're just not communicating very well. Probably my fault. And oh, my Lurker's out front again, and they're going to get picked off by these Archons. Archons are very good against Lurkers, and unfortunately I don't have the hatcheries to go mass Hydralisks. I only have 1 Hydralisk in the field here, and for some reason I'm deciding to get my natural expansion right now. That's not going to be very successful though, and I'm trying to produce more Hydralisks inside my base. MrBitter now has speed upgrade for his Zealots and +2 attack. Wow. Yeah, I was wondering why he was popping our units so quickly, but that is why. +2 upgrades. And actually Vilda and I were talking about one thing. We said basically the moment MrBitter goes to attack my base, Vilda was going to counterattack his base and try to pick him off. So that was our basic strategy here at this point. And here the Archons are about to go into my base. I think I realized this by this point, and I'm just desperately trying to get whatever I can. I'm like, go, 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 Vilda. Go, go, go. You need to save us. No, you need to save us because I got nothing in my base. I'm like, MrBitter, don't do this. Don't attack. Just wait. And yeah, these drones are not going to get anywhere. Oh, man. Am I a noob for not putting up a sunken colony at this point? But fortunately for me, I think Vilda has gone in, and fortunately for our team, I guess, with her cloud of Mutalisks, and she's going to save the day here. MrBitter, I think, forced to withdraw with his Archons, leaving my base droneless, though. Basically, I've got 1 Lurker left, so I'm pretty much out of the game, partially due to my stupidity of not building an extra hatchery, and partially due to very excellent play from MrBitter. But unfortunately for MrBitter, he's going to lose pretty much everything in his base before these unwieldy Archons can get back. Still 1 Lurker being pesky in the field somewhere. I can just hear it, but I actually forgot where it is. But anyway, Vilda is going to kill all of his stuff inside of his base, and at this point, I think this is the point of no return, especially if she picks off the Nexus. Let's see if she decides to pick off the Nexus, or if she's going to let it live. I think she might be... Oh no, she needs to micro those Mutalisks. I actually was on Ventrilo with her, and I was yelling at her at this point, like, move the Mutalisks, move the Mutalisks. And unfortunately for us, the... Well, she said that she killed all the pylons, which is pretty much true. Look how much he's behind in food right now. But unfortunately, the Nexus is still alive for him. I'm bringing my 1 sad little Lurker who doesn't have any Lurker friends left out. I have no Overlords too, because somehow I got all my Overlords except for this one sniped off. Those deadly Archons, though, look how many kills MrBitter's Mancons have. He must have borrowed some of them from Reach, because he has got like 40 Archons total, and they're like Reach-style Archons. All of his units are about to get hero status. Unfortunately, you can't get experience upgrades in StarCraft, but if you could, he would have them. I think at this point, though, he's... Oh, this is terrible for MrBitter. I just realized he doesn't have a single probe left, and he doesn't have enough extra food to build any probes, to build pylons. So this is why he has... I was wondering at the end why he didn't build more units, but he couldn't build more units because he was stuck. The only way he could build more units is if he lost the units he currently has. And now he's going in for attack in Vilda's base, sending in a lot of zealots and archons going in now. Will Vilda be able to hold? I mean, I was saying, how embarrassing will it be if we lose this game somehow? Vilda getting stormed very badly here in her mineral lines. Those archons are still doing very well in her base. Now she's finally pulling her mutalisks back. I was yelling at her, bring your mutalisks back, you need to save your main base. And only now is she paying attention to these drones, and the drones have all gone down. So MrBitter, despite being a 27 food count, could win this game. Meanwhile, I'm just being completely useless. I built a sunken colony, and I have a lurker. I'm like, WTF. I'm just a total backseat coach here, but I've gotten one lurker into his base. I'm just going to try to pick off his buildings. MrBitter, I'm not sure if he has a Sonic Storm left. He needs to get a Psy Storm on these Mutalisks. He needs to get a Psy Storm before this High Templar goes down. He could win the game with one more Psy Storm. Will he get it? Will he get that Psy Storm? Looks like his Archons are actually going to fight away this Mutalisk force by themselves. I'm bringing one Lurker there for no reason. I don't even know if the Observer's alive or not. But Vilda, smartly enough, has built some sunkens near her her natural expansion, or whatever the hell this expansion is. I don't think it's actually her natural, but it's her expansion at the 9 o'clock position, and she's going to try to secure it. In my base, I've got Kaput. I've got I've got a couple of drones coming out. I've got one Lurker, and this Lurker is actually going to play a key role in preventing him from rebuilding any probes, because now probes can't go back unless he can go back and pick off this Lurker. And I don't think his Observer's alive anymore. I think it must have gotten picked off at one of these battles. Perhaps Vilda was clever enough to pick it off with her Mutalisks. I brought my second Lurker on this like animal defense we have here. Obviously, we have a feeling that as long as we can stay alive, we have the game, because we know he doesn't have anything economically to speak of. My Lurker wandering off a little bit too far here, and I think I was worried about a counterattack in my base. Yeah. So I'm putting up my second sunken colony. Oh yeah, MrBitter's asking us if we expoed, because he was wondering if Vilda was completely out of the game, and unfortunately for him, Vilda was not out of the game. But what a heroic game MrBitter has played. I have to say, props to him for playing like a hero man-con this game. Oh man, but my sunken colony doing so much damage. He needs to pick off that sunken, but no, his last units are going to get killed off here. The man-con's getting behind my minerals, but unfortunately for the man-cons, they are going to get taken down now by my poorly microed Lurkers. No, looks like they won't get taken down just yet. My one hero Lurker, will this hero Lurker be able to pick off these man-cons? We'll have to see. Or will my macro, or will my micro fail me once again? And it looks like actually I'm not going to be able to pick them off. Well, actually, is my Lurker going to get them? Oh, my sunken colony gets them, and this one's going to get picked off, I think, by the other sunken. No. So yeah, these hero Archons, unfortunately, are not going to be able to do it for him. He's down to just these units, I think. Those are the only units he has left, and the Vilda is also tearing apart his base. So this is GG, but impressively played by MrBitter. I don't know what difference it would have made had his Tyrant ally stayed in the game. I don't know how well exactly. I think Vilda played better than me. I think I was pretty much the weakest link. Pretty much all I did was build Lurkers, and then I killed the Tyrant player, and then Vilda, showing that girls indeed can play a game of kick-ass StarCraft, saved the game for our team against a very heroic Protoss MrBitter. So hope you guys enjoyed. Shoutouts to the whole crew who played with us. Notice that MrBitter does have the highest score. And if you guys want to participate in any of these games, hop on sc2gg.com, hop on the IRC chat, PM me. I might tell you that at the present time I can't play you, but I will try my best to play you at a later time if I can at the moment. And often I do play whoever just PMs me at the current time. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed. This is Cholera signing off.